Step into the scene, it's a vibe we create. There's in love on the move, never running late. Blueprints and dreams on the table they spin. Every door they unlock lets a new life begin. Deals in the making, keys to the sky, turning houses to homes under every why. Agents on the grind, lifestyle and decor, lighting up the streets with what we adore. Real to chronicles, we hustle and shine. Dez in love, working magic, sign after sign. Lifestyle International.
So I think it is going to be an amazing way to bridge the gap and connect the diaspora with the continent through real estate. One of the best feelings someone can have is the feeling of home ownership. And everyone needs a place to live. Everyone needs a home. So we feel like bridging the gap and building communities is how we would do that.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another Realtor Chronicles.
Hello.
Today.
And we are in Ghana.
We are in Ghana. That's why I'm so excited. And even more excited because we have with us Miss Atavia, who just happened to move here from the United States, who just happened to go through our real estate agent certification for Ghana, who is about to get her real estate license in Ghana. Welcome to Realtor Chronicles and welcome to the team. We're so excited to have you.
Thank you.
Yes,
Such
we
an honor
are.
to be here. Such an honor.
And we
How
want
you
to
both
thank
doing
Irv for
today?
introducing us. Thank Irv for introducing us because we just jumped on a call and you said you were moving to Ghana and we talked about the real estate certification. You went through that. You did the on-demand. And now you're here. And you're here at the same time as we are. Like,
Yes.
How cool is that? So tell everybody.
Amazing. Everything just happened in divine order, just step by step. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No problem. Tell everybody a little bit about yourself and your experience so far.
Sure. So my name is Atavia Louis, and I'm originally from Oakland, California. I moved to New Jersey about 13 years ago. Just started my IT career there, system analyst, instructional design. And then a couple of years ago, I received my license for New York and New Jersey. And I ended up going on a tour to Ghana, attended a tour last March of this year. And it was the intention of coming to see if I actually would like to live in Ghana because my company had a huge company layoff. And so I had a little time on my hands. And so I came to Ghana, and by day 3, I fell in love with the country and realized, like, you know what? This is home for me. And so I was able to renovate my home and put it up for Airbnb and decided to take the plunge. And then I, of course, met Irv. I've been working with Irv in the States, or just as a colleague. And he told me about you and Dez and the wonderful work that you were doing around launching the MLS. Again, congratulations. Huge milestone. Huge. That is, I mean, trailblazing. That is really incredible to have the MLS brought to Africa. So again, long story short, basically met with Irv. He told me about your wonderful work. We came together. It was so organic, beautiful. You introduced me into the certification program. I was able to get in right away, pass the testing, and I'm just, oh my God, now I'm working at an actual real estate office in Ghana. So it's just incredible.
Isn't it fabulous?
It is. It's huge.
It is
really,
amazing. And so Des and I are just as excited as you are. We had the opportunity to apply for our license on the 21st of July. So they're doing their due diligence and going through that process now. And guys, we apologize. We are at the office. We're in different rooms. You know, we keep things transparent. And so there are people coming in and out. And so just please bear with us and keep that in mind, because this is behind the scenes. We're doing behind the
Yeah,
scenes.
you might
okay?
see some of
Not
our
a full-blown
Ghana agents
production
pop.
here.
Yeah, you might see some of our Ghana agents pop in and out of the rooms behind us too. So
Exactly. Yeah. So if you hear me say, excuse me, or who is it, just know that I'm just being courteous.
And
Right.
so in terms of the on-demand training that you did, can you talk a little bit about it? Was it challenging? What did you think about that?
As far as the training for the real estate license, looks like you
Yes,
broke
the
up just a little bit.
on-demand training. I think Love, you went out a little bit, but
Yeah.
Love was asking,
Yeah,
what do
so
you think about
my question was, can you tell everyone a little bit about the training? Was it difficult? Were there similarities
Oh,
with getting your
yeah,
license in the United States?
definitely. So the information, the training information for the Ghana real estate certification, very straightforward, very similar to the state's material. Like I said, I'm licensed in New York and New Jersey, so I saw a lot of the same terminology around old car, just your basic
Right.
agency information. You learn a lot about land, which is really great here. You learn a lot about the landscape of Ghana, the different principles and regulations. But far as the information itself, it was really straightforward. There were about 11 presentations that you will actually go through that I was able to review. And then, of course, there was the testing, which was about probably five modules of testing. But it was really straightforward. If you have your license, even if you don't have your license, the material is very straightforward, easy, user-friendly. So I was able to pass all my exams with no problem. So I took about maybe a 2-week period to go over all the material
And
before
so
I started my.
I would say the beauty of it is you were able to take it on demand. Des and I, we did the live class, so we couldn't rewind. So that is the beauty of the on demand for for the people that have that opportunity. But we just wanted to get on here. We wanted you to just kind of share your experiences so far. And why Ghana? Why did you choose Ghana to move to?
I don't know. I've been hearing so much about Ghana. I have some friends here that moved several years ago that are doing very well here, thriving. And so this was my first trip to Africa. And it's just so ironic that it just happened in perfect timing where I had the time. Like I stated, I had a company layoff last year. I was able to, take this time with severance and just kind of explore some different opportunities, really look at my real estate from a different lens. And so it's just kind of like I said, divine order just made this opportunity available for me. Once I got here, I pretty much got a place. And now I'm actually looking at land investment. And now I'm working here at E. Wells Realty, which is phenomenal. It's really interesting to, be from the States and then actually come and work in an international country. And so same setup as the States, beautiful office, very professional, lovely realtors. The managing broker, Hannah, has just been an absolute delight. I really love her coaching style and just the format that they have here in the office. So I've been very blessed and very lucky in this process. And again, nothing is perfect. When you're coming into a new country, there's its own nuances and challenges around, moving around, through Uber, or they have the Bolt services here. The driving is very different. It's very fast, but you're pretty much acclimated and you're not fearless and you want new opportunities. Of the core of my personality. I'm just adventurous in that way. You can do very well here in Ghana. It's such a peaceful country. That's the other thing. I really like the fact that it's safe. You feel at home when you get here. And then just the culture here is so rich in itself, so it just made things a lot easier with my transition.
Yeah.
So I am going to say she's telling the truth about the driving, because there have been times I'm like, Des, how's your lymphatic system today? Because you really, you will be moving
It's like
around.
a big
Very
game of chicken
true,
for
you guys.
everybody. It's the game of
Yes.
chicken on the road.
Yeah, so
Some
it's
of
not
the
a perfect
roads,
place.
like once you get
There's
out the
not a
city
perfect
area,
place. There's
some of
room
these
for
roads are
improvement.
not
Uh-oh. It looks like
okay.
you're breaking up a little. Can you
But
repeat
it's
that?
not a perfect,
I think
I said it's not a perfect place. There's room for improvement. There are some challenges, and it's
Yes,
not
it's a
for
developing
everyone.
country. Keep that in mind.
It is, and it's not for everyone. It's for someone that can come here and see the opportunity and
Yes,
humbly ask how you can help, how you can
yes,
give back if there's a
yes.
need for what you offer. So it's
Mhm.
definitely not for everyone. If you are super high maintenance and everything has to be perfect, this is not for you. Don't come.
Exactly. You gotta have a
But
little
if
bit of wiggle
you
room.
you're
But
right.
if you have a humble heart and humble spirit and the willingness to share and to share your knowledge and to also just come and see the opportunity and see how
Yes.
you can help, then you should come for a visit, because this is the type of environment where don't come here looking for a job, come here bringing jobs. That's the
Exactly.
type of environment. Or if you work from
Come
home,
here to fill a
you are like,
need.
what did you say, Des?
I said, come to fill a need. There's so many needs here,
Yes,
so
come
much
to fill a
opportunity.
need. Come to fill a
Yeah.
need. So we are just super proud of you, Atavia, for going through the experience, for trusting us. And the sky is the limit. We have no limits here. There's so much opportunity. We learned today we have what, a $64 million hotel that we
Yes.
are
And I'm
going
on
to
it.
be.
I'm looking for that developer, that investor. I'm on it
Yeah.
now.
We just
I
came
want to
out of
have
a
a one
staff
and
meeting.
done.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was incredible and very inspiring coming out of the first staff meeting. Because, like I said, I just recently moved here, started with eWells. Like as soon as I landed, I got a little sick from a little chest cold because the weather it's actually the rainy season here. But this was my first staff meeting from moving here. And oh my goodness, the inventory that they have available, like you
That
mentioned, the
we have
64
available.
that we have
That you're
available. I haven't even
blind.
done that. I know it's see, this is still the transition to me. Next week I'll be like, so I have, and this is what I need, and what do you need, right? So just give me a moment of my language here. But there's a lot of inventory that we have available that is extremely exciting, from land, apartments, homes, lots. I mean, you name it. This is the land of opportunity, and so I think anyone that has just drive and initiative and just self-motivated, and you want to take a chance on just coming into a country that has a wealth of opportunity that you can give to, like you mentioned earlier, Love, coming here, it has its nuances. You have the taste of both worlds. You have the country living kind of rural areas, and then you have the city life. You can go into an actual establishment, a restaurant that looks like something out of Miami and New York, right? But then you can go to another area where there's dirt roads, and there's, you can tell that there's development. But again, I mean, it's just endless opportunities here. So if you just are willing to just take a bet, I would absolutely recommend Ghana.
Yeah.
And you
Awesome.
are with Lifestyle International Realty in the States, right?
I am. I signed up with Lifestyle. I'm telling you, Spirit is just moving things in just divine, beautiful order. I am just really excited. I met with the broker at the Fort Lee location. That's where I'm based out of,
Tiffany.
Fort Lee, New Jersey. And they were amazing, just the staff there, very beautiful office. So I got a taste of both worlds, Like I said, nothing's perfect, but I am extremely in gratitude and thankful just for the opportunities that have been presented to
Right.
me.
Nothing's
So if
perfect, but
someone wants to
you
get
went
in
down
touch
the
with
right
you,
road. Oops.
I'm sorry.
I was gonna say, I said yes, nothing is perfect, but you mentioned the divine a lot,
Mhm.
and that's how we
Absolutely.
feel like we're being led as well, right? Nothing's perfect, but you know that you're on the right road, correct?
I know that I'm on the right path. Absolutely.
On
I
the
get
right path.
confirmation all the time. Yeah. So
Yes.
you just have to
Yes.
have
And
faith,
does
be able to trust the process because like I said, there's adjustments when you're going into a new country. But I mean, if you're, evolved enough, you've had different experiences in your life, like I said, you're fearless, you're willing to take, look at opportunities and the broader picture. Oh my
Yes.
goodness. Endless.
yeah.
The sky
And
is
does
the
you
limit.
always say it's like the Caribbean and New York had a baby.
Yes.
Absolutely. So if
Mhm.
anybody's wanting to know what is Ghana really like, the Caribbean and New York
Jamaica.
had a baby. That's what happened. It had a baby. It's
Had a baby.
the new
Mhm.
city life mixed in with the older
It
life, the
is.
Caribbean
You
life.
nailed it.
Especially when you
I
get to
always
the
think about
rural
Jamaica when I
areas,
was
it's
there.
like, this is like
Hmm.
Africa and the Caribbean had a baby.
It is. It
So
really is. It reminds me
Atavia,
a
how
lot of
do
Jamaica, the landscape.
Yeah,
how do
yes,
people get
beautiful.
in touch with you if they're
Oh,
traveling to
yes.
Ghana?
Please. If
How do
you're
they
traveling to
how do they find you?
Ghana,
How do they reach you?
definitely on WhatsApp. And I have a California number, so very easy. It's 510-593-4000. Again, that's 510-593-4000. And I'm Atavia Best on social media, which is just Atavia Best. You can see it there in my headline. Atavia, well, actually, my name is Atavia Louis, but that's Atavia Best on social media.
I just
Atavia,
had a
the
thought.
best realtor.
That's what I was about to say. I just had a thought. You think about your name earlier, like, what are you going to go by? You could capitalize on that last
I'm
name.
still, believe it or not, that's my
Yes.
former married name, Best, BST.
Okay.
So I really love, that was one thing I loved about being married was that last name.
That last
So
name,
we'll
right?
figure
Like the
something
last
out.
name has to be popping.
Exactly.
Well, thank you so much. And we're going to stay in
Yeah.
touch. Maybe we'll touch base once a month at least, where we'll
Oh,
keep everybody up to
absolutely.
date with what's going on, your progress, your sales, your deals, all
Yes,
of
yes, I
it.
got I'm cooking in Ghana, so you definitely need to stay in contact with me.
Yes, we are going to make
Cooking
sure
with
that we
hot
do that.
grease, like Love says. Cooking with
Right.
hot
Not
grease.
just gas, but with hot grease. Exactly.
Right. And
But thank you so
everybody's
much.
yes.
Mhm.
And everybody that's watching, those properties that Octavia was talking about is on Accrel's. So don't forget to
Yes.
go to www.acrels.com, which stands for African Continent Real Estate Listing Service, and see
Mhm.
all of our listings and other
Mhm.
agents that's not a part of eWells, their listings as well, because we have agents onboarding as we speak. So we look forward to seeing you guys on another Realtor Chronicles. Stay tuned.
Awesome. Thank you.
Bye, everybody.